humble beginnings about 38 years ago through my father. The group has grown into 3 subsidiaries as Clive Tubis Exports, Clive Tubis Local and Scatters Oils. Those 3 subsidiaries or divisions operate in different markets, but the 3 subsidiaries have synergies and so in a sense are complementary in the way that they function.
I actually started my business in the garage at home, where I looked at manufacturing on laboratory scale the aromatic chemicals that were needed by a local flavor and fragrance house that was unable to import the raw materials. Fortunately, I was able to move to a more formal factory environment where we started working on producing these aromatic chemicals in a more regular way. And that was the partnership that I originally had with a company by the name of DJ Gunther.
The quality control best practices that we follow are based on our quality control standards, are based on our food safety standards, and also based on specifications that we get from the BP standards that we follow to make sure that our customers get the right product, and we have references for everything that we gave them. From the buying right through to the dispatching process, all the products that are coming in are checked. But on top of the set parameters, we also do visual inspections and we also do sensory evaluations as well. All our other parameters are checked by digital instruments to eliminate human error. We do get customers that have special specs that we need to follow, and we do custom-make products for them.
So in terms of a short-term goal, which would be about 5 years or shorter, what has featured a lot in this company and its success particularly has been its research and development. And so I see that being a major role going forward in terms of a growth path for the business, but also opening up new markets for the group.
The role of the R&D department is to ensure that we provide a competitive business into the market, and also by developing and improving on existing products. We are a highly ethical company and we follow global manufacturing practices. The processes followed to ensure the best practice by R&D is to give training to our customers from the best association in South Africa of flavors and fragrances, and also by doing sensory evaluation internally. The food safety standards that are followed are the ISO 22000 food safety management systems. We have full confidence in the use of our products in the food and beverage, pharmaceutical and cosmetics industry.
Many companies have to adapt and change to the market, but we understand in one of our main markets, which is organic essential oils, which is mainly the Scatters division, that there is a huge growth in terms of consumer interest there. People are looking for healthier options that are free of pesticides and follow organic protocols with farming, for example. And so I would say that could feature a big part in the decades to come. Community work is very important to the company. My father being a Christian and us recognizing it as a Christian company, use the resources provided by the Lord to equip and to help people in need.
25 years ago we started looking at partnering with rural communities who we tasked with actually growing the essential oils that we wanted to produce. This was quite important because the government saw this as a very good job creating entity, and we spent a lot of our time moving around to many areas within South Africa, teaching, mentoring and guiding rural communities as to the technology around, first of all, the agricultural side of growing essential oil crops, and then also to show them how to distill the crops once they are harvested. The relationship works on the basis that we're not farmers, but the farmer is used to farming, and therefore he can do whatever growing of crops he prefers. Our domain is to then encourage him to harvest the crop and to distill the oil, which we then buy from him. So we are a captive market for him. He does what is the agricultural side of the relationship, and we do the development, the refining and the marketing side of that relationship.
We see that as a source of organic growth for the Scatters subsidiary in terms of finding new farmers that are willing to start something new in essential oils and to create something sustainable. So of course these projects are part and parcel of the group as a whole. In terms of Madagascar, the company planted an orphanage there a few years ago, and that was part of the severe sort of poverty there in that country, just helping out and certainly ministry work in that context. We've partnered with a small group of farmers in Rwanda. As we know, Rwanda has had a difficult past with a recent genocide, and so we have partnered with Ikerezi to enable the farmers to grow specific and niche essential oils that are of high value, that will go into the export market like Europe or the US, and we hope to continue that relationship into the future.
I am very confident in the quality of our product just because we are an organization that believes in continuous improvement. Our quality is continually improving. We are evolving to always ensure that we meet the quality standards of our customers, to also be at the forefront of what our customers may need. So we are always improving quality to either make sure that we meet our customer needs, or we are even anticipating their future needs.
We broke into the export market through the selling of our citrus products, first of all. And that was the sale that we made into France in the early 1980s. And ever since then, we've stayed in the citrus market, developing that to grow into something that's a major pillar in our business. We entered that market simply through the first partnership that I was involved in. My partner suggested that we use our citrus oil to try and find export markets for this. And it wasn't long before we did, simply because South African citrus oil is of a very high quality, and we were able to move into the export market quickly and decisively, and we've never looked back.
Tubis, the group, has grown significantly in the last decade or so. Our export volumes go into the hundreds of thousands of kilograms of oil. We export to various markets, including the US market, the European market, Asia and Australia, and so we're quite well represented globally. And that is going to be a significant part of our growth going forward, because that is indeed part of expansion, those markets, but also our local market. We cater to a niche local market in terms of citrus and eucalyptus oil, which is also very important to the group.
Another milestone has been that we've successfully set up a branch of Scatters Oils in the United States, within Florida and in Jacksonville in particular. They have also successfully obtained a green card, which is a major milestone from a business perspective. First of all, I think it must be the quality of people that have been part of our staff complement. Down the years, we've had very good people working for us. Some have come and gone, obviously, because we've been going for virtually 40 years. But generally speaking, we've had a good crowd of people working for us. And to this point in time, we have got a better team than ever, which is well established now. And we've got a good management team. So that's probably number one. Number two, I've always valued the fact that my wife has supported me and been alongside me. And in every business, it's tough. But Ingrid has been there, and she's been a valuable support. And another highlight was probably my son coming into the business as he did and playing an important role, a committed role, one that he enjoys doing very much. And that was a great relief to me, that he wasn't forced into the business. He came in out of his own choice and he's performed admirably well. The FNB Business Award was really something that was special, and it was put together by Dr. Francis Wright, who coordinated the whole thing, and that made us feel so good as a team, because I feel our team deserved it. We'd worked hard, we had achieved special heights in everything we were doing, and it made us very, very positive. Now, I think the other highlights are probably moving factory from where we're standing to something that's 5 times bigger. I came to know Kakibos, and Kakibos oil is actually used in Sunel number 5, and I found that very fascinating. We found that we could make an aromatic chemical that smelt very much like pineapple. It was almost identical in terms of its flavor. Those were the things that inspired me.